Welcome to my new personal channel. I wanted to use this channel as a way to talk about all my other interests besides the outdoors, besides like identifying plants and mushrooms. And one of the biggest hobbies that I've had in recent times is Kung Fu and martial arts. I started Kung Fu in 2019, specifically on January 23rd, 2019. Some of you might remember the Nordhaus Dunes episode where we actually camped during the new year and we made all sorts of resolutions. This has always been something kind of on my mind peripherally, but I was never as obsessed as I've become with martial arts. But it's like every time I would watch a Kung Fu movie, I would think to myself for the next few days, wow, I should really take Kung Fu. And as a kid, I took Kung Fu. I did like Hung Gar Kung Fu and Taekwondo. I think I got a yellow belt in Taekwondo. And in Hung Gar, which is one of those styles that you kind of think of when you think of Kung Fu, it's very like this and very like hard and stuff. I was taught by this guy with one arm, and I think his daughters still teach in the area, and I've been wanting to pick that up again eventually, but not until I have more of a foundation in what I'm learning now. But yeah, it's like 2019, that new year was kind of this revelation where it was like, you know, I could just do the things I want to do. I could just take those steps and actually learn the things I want to learn. I feel like so much of that year was realizing that you can kind of gamify life. Like I play video games and RPGs a lot, and the part I love the most is just like customizing your character. And I had this realization that I could just do that in real life and just like learn skills in real life. I currently learn Wing Chun. It's the style that Bruce Lee learned for a few years before coming to the States, before kind of creating his own style or philosophy. I still remember my first day. I went in, I was almost late because I was helping Thomas move into his place in Columbus. And when I left, it was raining really hard and there was a lot of traffic. And I was so annoyed that I might be late to this one chance I had to like actually start something new in life. But thankfully I made it on time, and it's been like one of the best things I've done in life, I think. One thing I like about Kung Fu is not just that it teaches you how to defend yourself, but also that it's a vehicle for self-improvement in all other aspects of life. Because when you're thinking more about your body and the physicality of the human body, you start thinking more about the exercises you're doing, wanting to improve your mobility, as well as like your diet and things like that. Just things that in general I feel like are good in life if you're able to do it. So for example, there's a brief period where I was doing yoga, and I feel like my workouts, even though I've never been like a super serious like gym nut, my workouts got a bit more serious. In general, I think I've just become way more coordinated and balanced. I was hoping to pick up some like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or boxing at some point down the line. It's kind of a moot point now, of course, but I've only been learning for like a year and a half, and a good chunk of that was during the pandemic, so I'm by no means like an expert at all. But one other aspect I love is just the beauty of it, and like I really love filming martial arts and editing it together, and you're almost likely gonna see a ton of that on this channel. So one part of my morning routine is always drinking a ton of water because I feel like my brain is always really groggy until it gets thoroughly hydrated. I don't know, I have trouble staying hydrated, so. Another part of my morning routine is frequently peeing. So I mentioned earlier, Kung Fu made me focus more on working out, and I was going to the gym a good amount and like actually taking lifting a little bit more seriously. Gyms are technically reopened here, but there is no way in hell you're gonna get me into a crowded gym during this pandemic. I mean, gyms I feel like are cesspools of germs to begin with, and I don't really want to be in like an enclosed area where there's a lot of people doing heavy breathing. So I've taken up running outside, and running is actually a lot harder when you're doing it outside in the heat and you've got like terrain to actually account for. And I already have a love-hate relationship with running, but one thing that's kind of improved that is still pushing myself, but recognizing that it's not the end of the world if I don't run a certain amount. It makes it actually a lot less daunting to go on a run. So yeah, that's definitely helped improve my outlook. So I guess that's a silver lining. Oh, all right, that was not my best run ever, but no problem. I ran some amount, which is better than running no amount. And I feel like that's kind of psychology I want to have with working out from now on. Even when I do set these goals and minimums for myself, which is important in working out, once I get past them, it's psychologically easier to keep going after that. Because once you've done your goal, it's like anything else you do is extra, and for some reason, for me at least, it's a lot easier to do that extra. Anyway, it's 4:52, and another thing I do fitness-wise is intermittent fasting, and I usually try to fast for at least 16 hours, and I haven't eaten since I think 8:30 p.m. last night. So it's actually been 20 hours and about like 22 minutes. So I think what I'm gonna do is head to the store, grab some ingredients, and just make some sort of like a simple stew or soup. I'm not really trying to cook anything too elaborate today, but maybe on another vlog I will show you guys some of the recipes I keep in my back pocket to impress people. So I think before I go to the store, I'm just gonna do some editing. I have a new video that I've been working on, but I'm actually probably just gonna edit this vlog because it sounds more fun right now, which is kind of meta because I'm recording the vlog right now. Well, while that stew cooks, I am going to edit some more. Oh yeah. By the way, seltzer water is so good. If you're still on that soda thing, let yourself get really dehydrated and have some cold seltzer waters ready and you'll never look back. So I forgot to mention the ingredients for the stew, some beef, the usual carrots, onion, celery, cabbage, potatoes, and a modest amount of garlic. The stew is okay, by the way. It got a little burnt, but I tried to cover up the burnt flavor as much as I can, and it's still edible. It's not like beyond redemption, so I can actually cook when I'm not like multitasking and I lose track of the pot burning and stuff. So I figured I'd close out today's vlog with a little bit of show and tell. And first of all, this is a planner that I had put together, a custom planner, featuring art by Dahlia Mallet. I hope you don't mind that I used it. I'm more than happy to pay for a print of your art or to pay for using it. For me personally, I really need a planner to just like actually remember to do stuff. I feel like when I try to keep track of it all in my head, it becomes this like nebulous jumble, and then I lose motivation to do anything. So I have to really write stuff down. And I've been using a paper planner, but it's kind of just this notebook that I had to like draw the lines for my format in it. But this custom planner basically had the same exact format that I use. It's got like all the different days, and then at the bottom it's got a workout of the week and this week's dinners, which I'm just gonna use to like keep track of my intermittent fasting and stuff like that. And on the back it's also got like pages with lines for notes, as well as some blank pages because I like doodling. I haven't drawn in a long time, but that's something I used to do all the time. And also some maps, which is especially nice because then I can daydream about all the places that I'd like to travel someday. In addition to the planner, there's also this beautiful, beautiful thing. This is the plaque for Adventure Archives reaching 100,000 subscribers. It's funny, man, when we first started the channel, like, it wasn't even the same design. Like, the silver button used to be this 3D silver button that was in a frame, and I remember wanting that so badly. And it's weird because on one hand, it feels like, wow, finally, we finally achieved this, and it took took so many years. But on the other hand, it's still kind of surreal that we actually reached this point. And now our channel is like verified, it's got the little check mark. It's really cool, but we obviously have only you all to thank, people who watch our show. So seriously, thank you so much. Especially people on Patreon, like you have made it possible for us to do this. I've had moments in life where I was in school and kind of having like a pseudo-existential crisis because I didn't know what I was gonna do in life. And I put so much of my hope into this channel growing, and you guys made that possible. And I really, I can't thank you all enough. But yeah, that being said, I think that is gonna be the end of this weekly vlog. I'm probably gonna do about one vlog a week, but I'll probably also do other little videos or maybe even podcasts in between. I felt like a personal channel was a way to just have a nice creative outlet to work on stuff that I'm really excited to work on. But I also wanna know what you all wanna see in the videos, so please leave a comment below telling me what you'd like to see. Bear in mind, anything like outdoorsy related is still gonna go on our main channel. But yeah, I wanna hear what you all like, because I feel like I've just been talking this entire video. But maybe you like that. Thank you again for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe and hit the little bell for the notifications. It's kind of weird because I'm like growing a new channel from scratch, but at least I have the Shoulders of Adventure archives to stand on. But yeah, until next time, I will see you later.